It is right now the 11th, or what is it, 12th of August 2024, and I'm having a coffee here on a bench. Wearing my sports outfit, I went to my Krav Maga training, then put my lion necklace out here in the park, wearing my favorite army pants as well, shorts for the gym, and I just wanted to show you how the city looks during these hottest days of the year. It is right now about 35 degrees, but it is pretty bearable because there's a pleasant breeze blowing through the city, coming from the mountain probably or whatever, but it's a beautiful, a gorgeous day. And we can just see how quiet it is. People either are on the seaside or are slowly coming back. And then obviously September will roll around, and then the season, you have a couple holidays left, but other than that, the true big vacation breaks are over. And it's just a beautiful place to sit. People are in a very good mood because they've all relaxed on the coast. There is endless sun. There's been no rain for like weeks on end. You see people with their families all hanging out, having beers, but it is pretty empty. And I earlier mentioned in a previous video that I like to be in the city with during the summer period because, like I said back then, everything works, everything is open, but you still get the city for yourself pretty much. So I'm noticing very few foreign tourists, like there's basically very few. I read in the Dutch newspaper yesterday actually that Dutch tourists, which you would think are very adventurous, but it's just a small part, like we're 80 million people, but a small part truly go explore all over the world. So you will meet Dutch people everywhere, but that's just because we're a lot of people and we like to travel. But traditionally speaking, the Dutch people just go to France, Spain, Italy, Germany, that sort of countries for most of their vacations. Like 80% just goes to these spots, Now it's Croatia, which is the hotspot for the past 10 years, and now Albania is being discovered. So I read the Dutch news just because I'm always interested in what's going on, and I was reading comments where it said, so many people said, yeah, we just came back from Albania, fabulous country, bad roads, but very nice people, it's affordable, which is very important for Dutch people because we're stingy. Nice people, bad roads, but beautiful country. And apparently Albania is now the hotspot. So I had a date in Berlin with an Albanian guy, lovely guy, who said that if you go to Tirana nowadays, there is essentially no public transport, Never has been trains, especially non-existent, except the train to Duras. Buses, crummy, you don't really go there to travel by public transport to Albania, so everyone has a rental car. And just the road from the airport to the city is apparently packed with cars, and the tourism is just over the top. And this guy said, yeah, the country is unable to cope with the current amount of tourists. So Ksamil, which is the hotspot, which they call the European Maldives, in the deep south of the country, looks beautiful in pictures, but the guy said it's just one sun lounger next to the other, and then all types of beach cafes all lined up next to each other, So that's what happens in these countries. It's happened on the Bulgarian coast as well, that suddenly there's this big influx of tourists, and then everything gets constructed in a non-sustainable way. So it's a shame that that's currently happening in Albania. On a positive note, Bulgaria is pretty much spared, apart from the main tourist hotspots, which are the coastline, especially the south, around Varna and Burgas as well, and the ski resorts of Bansko and Borovets. But other than that, as you can see here, there's nobody walking around, even though I'm in the real center. And it's basically just local people in the middle of summer. You'll find some tourists, obviously, in the main street, Vitorska, but other than that, it's very, very quiet. And the main tourist boom hasn't really set in yet. either to Bulgaria or Romania. Anywhere apart from the coast. Romania is pretty much spared so far as well. Especially for city trips. Nobody yet goes to Sofia or Bucharest. People still frown when they hear that in the Netherlands, for no good reason, obviously. But that will all change in the next 5 years, for better or worse. I guess for worse.